So one of the things that we want to be able to do is own land, and we don't own land today because it doesn't make me feel good about purchasing property under the terms of me, under the assumption that I'm going to raise things the way another organization wants me to. And I say that because what I mean by that is a lot of the land, farmland, it's very expensive. So in order to get these FSA loans or farm service, the USDA loans for this property, a lot of the questions that are asked is, what are you raising? And I say, well, I'm a regenerative farmer. I'm a regenerative livestock farmer is what I say. And they say, oh, what is that? And it's like, what? And they're like, well, you mean y'all raise the chickens in the pigs in the wild or something? As one of the people said that. I was like, okay, sure, yes, we raise our pigs in the woods. They're contained, but they're in the woods, and so they don't recognize it. A lot of times they won't recognize it. They'll say, despite the fact that my revenue. So one of the things that we refer to is, oh, you're a small farm and your revenue, they don't really want to take the liability is too much liability. Yeah. And I told one of the ladies, I was like, okay, so you're saying that the liability is too much liability for us to do this? And she says, yes. And I say, why? She was like, revenue. I was like, okay, it's based off of revenue. I was like, okay, then this is me and one of the agents talking. And I say, okay, it's based on revenue. And I was like, well, that's unfortunate. And she says, why? I was like, because you're looking at revenue while the farmer across the street, not across the street, but in our neighborhood, the poultry farmer in our county that raises, I don't know, thousands, hundreds of thousands of birds a year. You're looking at his revenue, right? I was like, but what you should be looking at is net. Are you looking at net? No, you're not looking at net, right. Because if you look at net, you'll see that I net way more than he does. My revenue isn't as high as his, but I bring home way more than he do. Profit standpoints, like I'm way more profitable than these farms that are raising their birds indoors, like way more profitable. We support 3 families off of a salary from our farm, but because of gross, you base the application process. So no, it's like, no, I'm not willing to raise my hogs in a barn or I'm not going to do that to get to be able to purchase land.